Every single day, I help inexperienced men go from dateless, sexless, relationshipless to exactly where they want to be, which is abundance of options and dates. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can also achieve this if you feel like you have your life put together, but yet still in dating, you're going nowhere. So the first thing you have to understand if you want to be able to date the hottest women that exist, because yes, it is possible. Yes, these women will be dating somebody, and right now that isn't you. And I guarantee the guy they're dating may not even be that good looking, but he has something which you do not have, and it's an ability to market and sell himself. Online, or should I say, dating in 2026 is all about online. And online dating is marketing yourself. Yes, approaching can work. Yes, approaching can be effective, but approaching requires a lot of time. And like I say to my guys that I'm coaching, we're around over 320 right now. Let's have a look exactly how many we're on. 313, close enough. What you will find is that the guys who do the best in dating, they're utilizing online, because unless you have a ton of free time or a ton of opportunities, approaching just isn't going to be that effective as far as a return on investment. If I was 18 years old, I'm a university student again, yeah, I will approach a lot because I'm constantly around hot girls. But if I'm not a university student, which I'm guessing you are not, you live a normal life, you work a normal job, then you need to be using online. I met my wife online, I met multiple girlfriends online. My guys are doing the exact same thing. I'm getting 36-year-olds their first ever girlfriend online. And it's very simple. You have to become a marketer. I often use the analogy of imagine you were a business, and you're a business which is selling a product. Imagine I'm selling this pen right now, and I take some really crappy pictures of this pen. Ain't no one gonna buy it, especially not these girls. Your online dating profile is the exact same thing, and if you are inexperienced, you cannot escape online dating. Why do I say this? Because even the guys in my program who are doing more approaching comparatively, what do you think girls ask for when it comes to exchanging contact information? Do you think people give out their numbers as easily these days? You can say that's an objection, that's something you have to get over. If they have high enough interest, they'll give you their number. True, but they also want to check you because there's a lot of weirdos, and girls are genuinely fearful of weirdos. We live in a time now where people have just become a bit more socially reclusive, we'll say. There is another R word I would use, socially R something, but I'm not going to say it in case YouTube doesn't like that. And for most women, they want to do some kind of DBS, background check, vet you, screen you to see if you're a normal guy. So the normal process is you approach her, things go okay or well, best case scenario, and then you exchange Instagrams. And you do that not because she wants to chat to you on Instagram, but because she wants to check, are you a guy that is normal? Are you a guy that has a life that I like the look of? Are you a guy that has a vibe that I like the look of? And I've had so many guys become disqualified because they've approached, exchanged Instagrams, they thought I did amazing, we're set, we're going to get married. But because their Instagrams are shit, it goes nowhere. That is the thing I'm hearing consistently. And Instagram is unbelievably powerful. Just today, for example, one of the guys in the training, he posted a story. Now, this is a joke. He posted a story of him. He's in very good shape. There he is, topless. And he said to me, first trap's doing bits breath, which is London speak for bro. And 3 replied from failed talking stages. Now, what this means is, and he told me that afterwards, is that after he put this story on, girls who had previously ignored him or ghosted him replied to the story saying, "Hey, hot, you look good." Isn't that crazy? It's almost like you're a business. You put an advert on for your product, and people that were going to buy it but didn't are now reminded that you exist again. And then they want to buy you again. You're probably starting to see how very quickly an inexperienced guy can go from terrible experience, no dates, very lonely, very sad, to then starting to get some opportunities come through. Now, yes, of course, you need to understand how to take the pictures. You need to understand how to generate the interest in the first place, because it isn't going to come from nowhere. Which leads me to my next thing. Presentation is everything. Look at these 2 pictures of these 2 guys, okay? Obviously, this guy is better looking, objectively, but it's more than that. This guy is not bad looking. The reason why this guy will beat him every single day of the week and will shit all over him and he will steal his girl and get the hottest girls is presentation. This guy here, his clothing is average and mid. His facial expression is a bit awkward and unconfident. He sat on a park bench. What do we get from this guy as far as the image about him and who he is? Not the best one. This guy here, well, there's some intrigue there. There's something different. He's in a cool environment, like a nice bar or a restaurant. He's kind of mid pose. He's kind of smirking confidently and arrogantly at the camera. He has a nice style, a nice haircut, which even myself I'm guilty of. I have close to this guy's haircut, but I'm quite lazy with my hair, and I probably should grow it out and just see how it looks, okay? Or just buzz it off and see how that looks, although I'm not sure the hairline would forgive me for that. But you get the point, right? This guy here just seemingly offers so much more than this guy, which is why girls will swipe on him. You don't have to be a model-looking guy, but you do have to take model-looking pictures as far as your presentation. If you do this, you will 100% be able to generate dates with very hot women, which you did not think was possible. All because you're just better at selling yourself. Now, the good thing for you is so few guys are actually good at selling themselves that when you start taking these kinds of pictures, you just start beating everybody because nobody is doing this. I can show you guy after guy in my training who's getting insane results. I'm not going to reveal the guy who sent me this, but this is after resetting his Hinge profile, after we got some new pictures, and he had 26 likes overnight, and all these matches. He's 5'7". If a 5'7" guy can do this, why the fuck can you not do this? You can do this, but you need the right pictures. You need masculine pictures, competent pictures, sexually appealing pictures, okay? With the right backgrounds. And you're probably thinking, but you said this video was about inexperienced guys getting experience. Yes, online dating, Instagram, different dating apps. This will get your foot in the door. This will get you to a point where you start getting some of the experiences that you really want. Once you have this, then you can build on top of the other things which you need. The first thing which you need, it is your foot in the door, because right now, you're not even getting the opportunity for a date. After you do that, then yes, you need to work on the behavior. You need to work on your communication. This is the exact reason why in my training group, I cover these exact things. I go deep into the communication of what do you do and what do you say. I go deep into the understanding of her psychology, how to run a date, avoiding the friend zone. But to be honest, all this information alone it's not useless, but it's not as effective when it's not combined with the coaching. Because what it is that I'm doing is every day I'm speaking to guys on WhatsApp, and I'm not going to show you because I don't want to reveal their identities, but I'm walking the guys through specifically what do you say to get it on a date. The exact pictures. We're sat in coaching calls and building their profiles. We're sat in group coaching calls, which I can't show you because I won't show you too much. And I'm showing the guys exactly what they need to do. I can go to Date Guide. Last week we covered step by step. What is it you do on a date? How do you escalate? Teasing, the flirting. This is what comes after. This is how me, being a very inexperienced guy, went from very inexperienced to then being able to have the wife that I want. Quite literally, okay? And it wasn't that long a time period. I wasted, I should say, years not understanding what it is I should be doing. And then when I kind of figured out the code or got the golden ticket, then things started piling in. And it's funny because I spent around 5 years getting pretty shit results, inconsistent dates. And then once I figured out the presentation online, the Instagram, the dating apps, the texting, I went from that to getting sometimes 6 dates in a week, sometimes 7, okay? There was periods when I was seeing a different girl every single day. It's exhausting, yes, and I didn't do it for very long, but it taught me a lot of things. And it was very good because it allowed me to get into situations where I had rotations. I had different girls that I was dating that gave me so much experience and confidence that I've been able to teach it repeatedly to over 1,000 guys and get them their first relationships, their first girlfriends. You can do it as well. If you want to speak to me one-to-one, there is a booking link below in my description. You know what you have to do if you want to change this. You can just keep doing what you want to do otherwise, but we both know where that leads to. Until the next video, guys, I will see you all later.